Hey everybody, Riot Mort here, back with the fourth video for Remix Rumble, the second to last one where I talk to myself and don't have a stream. But yeah, we're back for another game. Let's see what I've got cooking for you today. So far my experience with this set, and obviously I know I'm biased, so you're like not gonna believe me anyway, but so far my experience has been pretty positive with this set. I have been able to cook up some pretty cool comps. So, portal-wise, we get the one where you start with a training dummy. I think this is one of the, you could call them boring, but this one's kind of nice because it allows you to, like, especially early game, index on backline damage pretty heavily. So there's a couple ways you can play this really intelligently. It means you don't need, like, a frontline headliner, for example. All right, we're gonna get 6 gold here. Pretty standard start, nothing too crazy here. I'm trying to remember which game this is. Let's find out. Let's see, I think literally the video yesterday was the one where I got a bunch of Corkies, so I probably don't want to play Corky again, as much as there are 4 Corkies in my shop. Like, I don't know, that wouldn't be entertaining. That's not good test value. We already know how Corky and 8-bit works. So let's try to play something else this game. Corky would have been a decent pickup, though, from this position. All right, what do we got here? We got a belt, and we got a glove. Nothing too crazy. Okay. Yasuo, that is another champion that exists. Yep. We got 3 Spellweaver. 3 Spellweaver, by the way, is a trait you don't want to necessarily sleep on. It gives your entire team 15 AP. So if you can splash in 3 Spellweaver, you should always consider it. Especially if you're playing something AP related, but even if you're not, right? Like, champions all have AP scalers. That AP can end up making a pretty big difference. So it's one of the classes that has that cool flex add-on here. All right, so we do get a jeweled gauntlet here as a possibility. Partial ascension, vampirism, help is on the way. Vampirism's very good, but not necessarily early. We're gonna take help is on the way. Our start looks a little weak here. We don't really have a headliner that we're excited about. And in these situations, you could just take a headliner, but the other option is you could just wait, go to level 4 and try to find a 2-cost headliner. So that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna go 3 Spellweaver, 2 Bruiser, combined with the target dummy. Hopefully between Annie and Seraphine, we can get some kills here. If not, no big deal. It's okay to lose some games. Especially because we are down an augment right now, but we can power up pretty heavily here. So, did the best we could. But yeah, that's the thing with headliners, you don't always have to have one. Early game especially, that means you're gonna not miss out on chops, so. All right, our opponent is only level 3 and has no items slammed, so we should be able to beat this, right? I think if anything, ooh, good Seraphine ult. I think if anything, Annie will stack up and then Annie will start casting 2 bolts and that'll be fine. Yep, should be an easy win here. Cassante also one of the, like, slightly weaker 1-cost tanks anyway, so not too worried about him. Yep, alright, cool. Good win. Ooh, Crowd Diver Katarina. See, now this is what we were talking about, right? Now all of a sudden, we have a 2-star Katarina with Crowd Diver, and we have a jeweled gauntlet already. This is a great tempo play here. So we're gonna put this in. This is gonna be good. And the thing to remember about Katarina now is she's a ranged champion. She's a ranged AP champion. So this is gonna be a really good start here. Didn't really necessarily need to slam Evelyn in. But whatever, hopefully we win this fight. All right, so we can watch this Katarina. Now, Crowd Diver, the way this works is you start at 5% damage amp, and every second that goes up. So right now, that's at 15% damage amp, and so that's gonna go up quite a bit here. As long as Katarina doesn't die. Nice. Woo! Look at that big crit at the end. Headliner Katarina, by the way, says the 4th bounce, the final one, does extra damage, so pretty cool to see. Now we have some damage on the team. We are looking in a good spot here. All right, champ-wise here, nothing great. see here. We do kind of want to keep the advantage going, though. Would have been nice if we could have found a country, get the Hecarim. Would have been nice, but we didn't. Is what it is. 2 Bruiser, always an easy play here. All right, so we're gonna hit 12, or hit 10 gold here. Get our economy going. Again, the fact that we have a 2-cost headliner, we're feeling pretty strong here. Our opponent, level 4, but Corki, we should be able to beat this. The one negative is Corki does have some AoE, so if we take a bad ult or 2, we could lose this fight. But nah, we'll be fine. Looking good here. Get that Crowd Diver stun. So Crowd Divers, when they die, they jump to the backline and stun. So when Evelyn dies, at least I get a nice stun to kind of break up the tempo. All right, going to Carousel here, we have a belt. So something like a Sunfire, a Warmogs could be good. Spatulas, man. Part of the problem when I play PvE, by the way, is lobbies are so weak, I never get the spatulas off Carousel. So I never get to do anything cool with the spatulas. Spatulas are back to being very high demand right now. Especially with all the origins that they're buildable from. You can get Heartsteel, you can get KDA. Yeah, they're just so high demand. All right, well, it's Cloak or Tear. I guess we're going Tear. Yeah. Tear could be an item for Katarina here. All right, 2 Nikos and an Echo. We have a lot of high value units here. It's kind of awkward though because, okay, that gives us 2 Guardian at least. If we could find 1 more Super Fan, that would be pretty solid. Super Fan I really like for tempo if you can get it activated early. Like, getting an extra item on this Katarina would be quite nice. So, our opponent has the same augment. They do have an Annie, but they're level 4. We should be able to win this. These Katarina ults are going to have to do some good work, but they do. Nice. Okay. Katarina's still at full health. Nice, big bounces. Cool. Yeah, there you can see it. The final blade bounce deals 45% more damage, so. Cool. Didn't hit a Super Fan, unfortunately, here. Didn't hit a country unit, so we're not really hitting the things we really want to tempo off of. We're gonna go ahead and switch Olaf for Gragas. That is a downgrade, but if we lose this fight, it'll put us at 20 without having to sell anything. I probably could have just kept it and sold the Evelyn, but yeah, couple options here. Don't really want to slam the redemption. All right, the opponent has a Jax. This feels like we could win this fight. That Jax is a little scary, but it is a 1-star Jax. Shouldn't be too bad. Kill the Jax here. Nice. Okay, we're good. Cool, 5-win streak. Can't complain. Nice. Just call me Raditz. Playing Katarina. Gragas. Okay, we get our support item. Nothing amazing here. It's probably Locket of all of these, unless we want to do Zephyr. But Locket's going to provide... We can use Locket to make our target dummy even tankier as well. So we do have that option. Yeah, there you go. So extra health and MR for the entire team. Health, armor, and MR, excuse me. So, nothing too crazy here. Alright, hoping for some items for Katarina to get going. What do we get here? A Vex. Okay. Let's sell that. Oh, we find a Samira here. And we do get a Rod at least, so we're kind of lacking on tank items. Thankfully, we took that Locket. That's going to make up for our lack of tankiness. But now we can put in Country. clearly don't need Guardian, so yeah, there we go. We've got 3 country in now, so between the target dummy and the Hecarim, we've got plenty of effective health for your enemies to chew through. Leveling up doesn't really get us anything particularly valuable here. We can hit 50 by doing that. If we really want to keep the win streak, but leveling, there's just not a lot to throw in here, so we'll just do this for now. Our opponent is us, but slightly better. They also have country, but they have more country. I think they have 5 country. Yeah, because they have the headliner Katarina that's probably, they have a full item. So we would expect to lose this, unfortunately. 5 country. It might not be 5 country, it's hard to tell, but either way, their items were stronger. We lose our streak. That's okay. Is what it is. Alright, Cybernetic Uplink could give us more. Encore, I'm not a fan of. You have my sword. Little buddies, no. We're not playing that in this game. Blank Slate, no. So we're going to go Cybernetic Uplink. That's going to allow us to cast more. There are 2 Vexes in the shop. We could consider those. We still have AP items. It's not like we're locked into Katarina by any means. Okay, we're going to level a bit. 1 roll, a couple rolls to try to strengthen the army. All right, we find an Emo Amumu here. That's a really good front line. So we're going to ditch the whole country aspect, and we're going to play around Emo now. So we have a... This is one of those things you can do, by the way, is level 6, 3-2, level up, find a 3-cost headliner, and play around that. And because we have the pair of Vexes, it should be pretty easy to do. Now, this was filmed Thursday night, so it didn't quite have the weekend changes. So Vex and Amumu are a little weaker than what they'll be when you play it on the weekend. By the way, it's Saturday. Go watch my stream. You don't need to watch this video. I'm streaming right now. Oof. Luck's kind of tickling, but we end up winning the fight. Very good. We find another Gragas here. We don't, so the interesting thing is we're playing Vex, but because we already built a jeweled gauntlet, we don't really need Executioner. We can just play full Emo and supporting stats. Not enough super fan right now. Kind of playing with the board a bit here. Good locket value. Okay. All right, on the other side, that's a 2-star Mordekaiser. I would expect us to kind of lose this fight. This does not look like a fight that's massively in our favor. The one thing is they are grouped up, and Vex does AoE damage. But it's just a small amount at this point, so... yeah, I would expect us to not necessarily win this fight. Sure enough. Okay. We really need to find 1 more Emo champion to get to 4 Emo. We need to find Vex 2. Not a big deal, though. Alright, a sword for Shojin would be good. Oh, look, there's no swords. Great. Items for Amumu would be good. Could be an option if we're going to play around this. There is a Vex there. We could just get Vex. Alright, sweet. That's going to be our Vex 2 at least. And an armor to work with for later. Now, because of Mumu, so the Mumu headliner, by the way it works is his passive here also gives him MR now. So we're going to have very high amounts of armor and MR. That combined with the locket is really just a lot. We don't need much more than that. Alright, so we can hit 4 Bruiser here. It's going to be some extra health. We've got plenty of frontline now. The big challenge right now... oh, so as I was saying, so with Mumu, we're going to want like health and healing, right? So this is where things like Warmogs would be good, Redemption would be good. The only reason I'm not slamming Redemption is we kind of need that tier for Vex. So... but at least we hit the Vex 2. should be a decent bit stronger. Cool. Okay. Good news is they're having trouble getting through, but that Lilia with the artifact gloves, a little much. And you can see Vex right now just not really outputting the damage we'd hope, but not a big deal. Oh, couldn't quite kill the Lilia. Oof. Oof. Another bruiser. Really need to find an Annie. That's the big thing we need to find. So. Bing. A lot of pairs. Yep. Looking around here. By the way, a Mumu spell, like I said, every third cast he does that AoE, cast his ult, which is kind of nice. But at the very least, we want to go to 7. If we're going to play around these emo champions for a bit. And again, we don't have to stick with it, but we just want to play it at least till level 8, so. Alright, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to mute while I sneeze real quick. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Alright. Get this Jax off me. Alright, sweet. Okay, goes to overtime. Able to get the kill. No big deal. Alright, so hoping for at least a sword here. Some tanky items, Warmogs, another tier perhaps. Lots of options here. Alright, we get a belt, that's good. Hey, there's a redemption, straight up. Yes, redemption, Warmogs. Can't do both. Yeah, we can do both. Redemption's Warmog's pretty solid here. We also have a Sunfire if we need it. We do often need anti-healing. We found an Annie, so there's our 4 emo. Yeah, there's the Warmogs, that's gonna be good. Warmog's redemption. Yep. Alright, so that's a very tanky Amumu now. We're gonna go Archangels. Fights are gonna last a while, so that's fine. The lack of mana generation scares me a little, but it is what it is. Alright, up against a Samira with a Jeweled Gauntlet, so shouldn't be the worst. We should be fine here. And again, our Amumu has so much tankiness now between his passive as a headliner and the Locket. So, I'm not that worried. Okay. I should have been worried, apparently. Couldn't quite finish him off. Whew. Alright. Augment time, unified resistance, heavy hitters, three's a crowd. None of these are necessarily great. Infusion's okay. We go with three's a crowd here. Now, three's a crowd is interesting from this spot because if you'll notice, we have a Vex and a Mumu. That's 2. We have a set, that's 3. And we can start planning around and getting more of them. So let's keep track of how many we have here. But if we're going to play Vex and a Mumu, I think there's a pretty good combination of comps here we can run. Mordekaiser's another one. We could get Sentinel going. You notice we put back in 3 Spellweaver, so that's going to be nice. Samira's an option for 2 Executioner. Yes, we already crit, but the extra crit damage is fine. So, I think at this point we're playing a 3-cost reroll comp with 3's company. So, whoa, someone just hit Yone 3 and then we fought them. Great. Also, this person has crash test dummies and 4 target dummies. 4 target dummies are jumping into my backline and stunning them. Okay, cool. Now, it turns out we lose to Yone 3 on 4-2. Whew. And that's with the bag size changes, by the way. So, all good. That just means they're pulling 3 costs out of the pool for me. It's fine. It's fine. All right, Lulu over Annie. That's a 3 cost. That's going to be more health for the team. Over Ari, excuse me. Poppy, but the weird thing here is, like, Annie is actually just as good. Yes, it's an upgrade, but we already have plenty of frontline. So, Echo is going to be better here because Echo's another 3 cost. So now we're at Amumu, Vex, Echo, Set, Lulu. We're at 5. Not too shabby. That's 500 extra health for the whole team, which is really good. That's like prismatic cybernetic bulk levels, so pretty good. All right, this Jax is tearing it up, but now he's dead. Like I said, the big thing we need is we need mana generation on this Vex. A Shojin would go a long way. And a Bramble for Amumu would be nice. So. Okay, there's an armor on Ziggs here. Could grab that. Tear or sword is also an option. Alright, looks like we're gonna grab the Ziggs. It's 5 costs, gives me a Bramble for that Amumu. Should get a very tanky Amumu here. God, we have so much health on this Amumu now. The only thing is we're gonna be a little susceptible to magic, but only a little because we are the headliner. And again, his headliner ability is gain MR in addition to armor through his stacks. Okay, Lulu. We could consider leveling up here, by the way. Like, yes, we're rolling. But if we level up to 8, that could be another 3 cost. Alright, opponent's got some pretty strong stuff here, but it's only an RE1. Might be okay. The only thing is, again, our Amumu is not super magic resistant at the moment. A Gunblade on Vex would also be a good third item. Keep the Amumu alive. It's gonna be close. If Vex aims towards the Annie... Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can see Vex, by the way, has that anti-fizzle, so... Whew, good damage. Another Amumu. Alright, we're gonna cut the Bruiser for now for Guardian instead, but it's also a 3 cost. Okay. Okay, so now if you look, if we level up from here, we can put in Mordekaiser for Sentinel. Sentinel will give us even more armor and MR, and so that'll give us Amumu, Vex, Echo, Set, Nico, Mordekaiser, and Lulu. 700 health for team off that augment. So Three's Company working out really good here. We've got a nice Three's Company augment that will be 4 Emo, 3 Spellweaver, 2 Guardian, 2 Sentinel, and a Hyper Pop. So not bad at all in my opinion. Alright, we are up against a Jhin. This Poppy's doing a lot of work too, but should be okay. We also need some MR Shred at some point. Nice. Okay. Okay, I'd be leveling here, but apparently I disagree with me. So... we're at 6 Vex, 6 Amumu. Yeah, because I feel like if we level up here, because 8's not that far away anymore. If we level up, we put in the Mordekaiser. That's going to give us the 2 Sentinel and another 100 health for the team. Should be good. Sword. Either a Tear or a Rod. Tier would be more cast. Rod would keep Vex and the backliner alive. Okay, we're gonna go with a Gunblade. Might have been a little jumpy. I didn't even notice, but that does mean we're stuck with a Hurricane, but like... And also, big misplay here. I should have spread those components. So... 1 away from Vex 3. But yeah, missing on the cybernetic value here was a big misplay. Seven Amumus, 8 Vexes. It's a scary Jax. Thankfully the Jax is on the Amumu first, so we'll get some big CC ults here. Cast again. Although I can't get through the healing. No anti-healing also. No anti-healing or shred right now is a little rough. Thankfully not a bad loss, but yeah, we kind of just fueled at mana here. Poor Vex. He's not cutting it. Ow. Need to hit soon. Oh. No. Uh-oh. Challenges of hitting. Sometimes you don't hit. Okay, we could hit there, but that's going to cost us, so I'm going to pass on that for now. We hit a bunch of other things we don't need. Still at 877 though. Alright, Mordekaiser 3, it's a little scary. So again, big things we need right now are still Shred and Anti-Heal as we head to the Carousel. Our Amumu is quite tanky, and we've got the Gunblade to heal up, but when we get stuck like this, where we're stuck on the Mordekaiser, that can be a bit rough. So... yeah, poor Amumu's trying. Is it enough? Oh, yep. Oh, good Lulu ult. Lulu is such a good champion. I expect Lulu to be in a lot of compositions. Okay. Well, I mean, we've already rolled down now. We got to keep rolling. Okay. Well, guess we can wait a turn. You can see my little legend Scratch dancing to the music. Looking good. Alright. What are we up against? Oh, the Yone 3. Oh, this Yone 3 has been the bane. Oh, this is the Yone 3 with the 4 target dummies. Jeez. I guess the only positive of the 4 target dummies is it's a lot of things to AoE and heal off of, but this Yone has such good items. Quicksilver means I can't lock it down with a Mumu and Vex, or even Lulu. Oh, it's just so strong. And then it stacks up that Omnivamp. And it's just too much. Yeah. We got a lock shop now. Unfortunate. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, Static Shiv? It's on a 1 cost, unfortunately, but again, we do need anti-healing and Shred pretty bad, so Shiv does seem like the natural choice. Fingers crossed. Alright, good, got it. Let me just put that on Lulu. Gives Lulu that cyber value, gives us that Shred, thank God. Thank God. Alright, we're rolling. At this point, like I said, we should be leveling, but we need this Vex 3. And that Amumu now should be a beast. Holy, look at the health. 5,126 health. Whew! That is some HPZs. That's a lot of health. Between the Locket, the Threes Company, the Cyber value, and the fact he's a Mumu, I like it. Alright, we're up against a Jin 2, Sona 1, Kane 1, Akali. I don't know, I feel like this Jin's not going to be able to get through the Amumu. We have a Bramble as well. Feels like we'll be okay. Let's see how it goes. Alright, we're on the Jin. Yeah, Amumu's still at full health. I'm not worried. It's tickling my Amumu. Nice. Good job, Amumu. Alright, we top forward. Like I said, we need to get our gold up, though. If we're going to go for a first place, we need to level up one more time. 2 Sentinel, another 100 health will be good. MF3, our opponent hits. So it's very 3-cost lobby, by the way. Yone, MF, Vex, Amumu. Lulu 3 would be nice. Probably not happening, but it would be nice. Alright, what do we got here? KDA, still an RE1 though, so this doesn't look that threatening. They do have a lot of items, but... Okay. And again, we are a little weaker to magic than we are armor. But only a little. Yeah, Mumu, just 5,000 health, really hard to get through him here. Oh, nice. Another kill. Okay, we should be able to level up next turn, and then we roll for our Vex. And basically, 7 out of 8 of our units will be 3 costs, so feels pretty good to put this together. 6 Crowd Diver, 4 Edgelord. Sheesh! And then 4 Big Shot around a Misfortune. Okay. If we can hit this Vex 3, I'll feel a lot better. That's the million-dollar question. Emo music, not really my thing, by the way, but that's okay. Alright, item-wise, Death Cap for loot. Sunfire! Hey, we needed a Sunfire. Okay, this Mortdog guy. Spread your item value, man. Cyber value. Ah, this Mortdog guy. Garen 3 on the other side. Okay, well now we have we got 2 Sentinel. That's going to be extra armor and MR for the team. Extra health from 3's company. So it feels pretty good. Up against this Yone 3. Let's see how we do against this. Again, the target dummies are so much... Now that we're stage 6, by the way, these target dummies have a lot of health. They actually get nerfed in today's deploy, I believe. Okay, we're on the Yone. But again, we're kind of missing... we need our Vex 3 to really crank it out, but now we've got the CC going. There we go. The CC here helps a lot. We just have to survive until Quicksilver fades, is the big thing. So, okay. Nope, not this turn. And again, the misplay here is I should have put Hurricane on Echo, Sunfire on Nico, spread out that cyber value. I still could with this item remover. That's also why it's sometimes good to watch your games back, though. Figure out where you made the mistakes. Kaisa 3 on the other side. With 3 people alive and the fights going the way they are, this feels like it's going to be a very slow, drawn-out end to this game. So... fight's looking a little dicey, actually. Between the MF3, the... Oh, Gunblade doing some big work there. Big ult. One more. One more. Whew. A little close there. Hey, Vex 3. Let's go. Very large upgrade here. But yeah, you can see the health is just slowly, because everyone keeps fighting a ghost, and so it feels like the health is bleeding out really slowly here. Not really much to talk about from this point. I mean, hypothetically, if we could level up and put in a bruiser, that would be ideal, but that's really about it. Alright, now we face the non-ghost version. But now we have Vex 3, big upgrade. That Lulu buying us some time with the CC. A Mumu on the back line. Set doing his best. Yeah, the Amumu is a little too tanky for everything. Ooh, Archangel stacking, doing big work here. Okay. What do we want here? Gunblade on Lulu could work. Dragon Claw for frontline. I probably should take Dragon Claw for frontline. But instead I'm going to greed and take the Gunblade and put it on Lulu. So. Alright, so like I said, it's just a slow bleed out from here. Try to get everyone down. Hopefully they lose pretty quick. If we could get to 9, we could throw in a Bruiser. Find any other 3 cost, really. Honestly, even Urgot here for Mosher is fine. We just have to get through this Yone. Yone Riven comp. So. Now, the thing to note, by the way, is Crash Test Dummies always goes for big clusters. So we want to make sure our backline is spread out. That way, none of the target dummies go towards Vex or Lulu. Okay. Positioning-wise, this is probably not what we want. We want to get on that Yone as quick as we can. Thankfully, because the Yone has stacking on that Omnivan. So we can see here, we need a really good Lulu ult pretty quick here. Good Lulu ult, good damage. Oh, that healing. Okay, got it. Whew. Whew. Okay. As we head into 6-6, still 3 people alive in this slow bleed out here, but overall feeling good. Honestly, Samira is probably okay here too. 2 Executioner. We can just lock for the Samiras. Samira's going to be another 3 cost for our 3's company. There's no, like, must-slam 5 cost like Heimerdinger in the past, so nothing too crazy there. So yeah, maybe it's just Heimer or Samira here. So. Through the Mordekaiser, Amumu's still pretty full. Yeah, again, as long as Amumu doesn't die, we're usually pretty good here. Woo, big damage. Looking good. 3 people still alive at 7-1. Okay. 64 to level. Okay, item-wise, again, if this Mortdog guy knew what he was doing, he'd spread out his cyber value. What do we got here? We gotta lock one more turn. Morello, Hodge, nothing great here. Yeah, nothing particularly amazing here. Hodge will get Lulu to cast faster. We're not going double Gunblade, so kind of a bad anvil. And again, didn't spread out the cyber value. Alright, next turn we'll be able to level up. Alright, so hopefully this will be the end of our big shot player. Again, the 3's company here just giving so much value. I think we've made like one of the better 3's company comps here. So Amumu on the back line. Getting a little low for my tastes. There we go. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, he's dead though. Woo! A little closer. A little closer, but we still end up winning that fight. You can see that Jin damage so high. Alright, one more to go here. We can level up. Samira's going to give our team even more health. Whew. All we have to do is get through 4 target dummies and a Yone 3 that stacks very quickly. You know, nothing major. And again, should have done it years ago, but should have item removed, moved the Sunfire and the Hurricane for better cyber value, but is what it is. Alright, Yone's on the other side again. Again, the longer Yone goes, the more he stacks up, which can be really scary, so... Yeah, the fact Yone's on the back line, cleaning up the back line. He's going to kill our Lulu, which is really bad. Now he's on the Vex already. That's pretty bad. We just don't have the damage now to lock him down. I actually lose this fight, I think, because look at the healing on this. I don't think we get through this. He's ramped up fully. Oh, no. I don't have the damage. Look at those heals. Oh, my God. Well, then. All right, well, we better not lose here. Last chance. Last chance. Is it a positioning diff? Let's find out. Well, not gonna change much. Here we go. Final fight. Oh, Yone on the other side. Again, feels like not where we want that Yone to be. If Yone ends up on this Lulu again, could be trouble. Okay, it looks like he dashed onto the set, though. Okay, Amumu's there. I think Amumu intercepting the Yone here is really big. Although, Lulu about to die. Oh, big heal. Oh, it's... Nope. This is looking really bad. Oh, wait. We killed the Yone, though. We hit overtime. Just gotta get through this. It looks like we're gonna get through it, though. Everything's ramped up. And, whoo, close game. But there you go. It's a first. Emo 3's company. All right, go watch my stream. Otherwise, see y'all tomorrow.